Birds versus Bulldogs. Last Saturday, the College of DuPage Chaparrals took on their longtime cross-country rival, the Georgia Military Academy Bulldogs. In a game where special teams set the tone early for the Chaparrals, it was no easy task beating a team from the division above. Special teams coordinator and former NFL player J.R. Nicholas had this to say about the big win.
We talked from day one, the first day we brought the team together, that there will be a game where the special teams will have a major impact in winning a game. And we don't know when it's going to happen, but every single time we practice, we have to prepare for that moment. And I really feel like Georgia Military was that moment for us.
Would you say there was one moment on special teams that really changed the tide of the game?
I would say when we blocked the extra point. So momentum is their favor. They have a huge drive, 80-yard drive. They score, okay? They go for the extra point. We block it. We scoop score, and now we get 2 points.
Oh, yeah.
So it's one of those things. They score, momentum's in their favor. We get up, we smack them in the face. We get those 2 points. So when we kicked it off, okay, momentum was still in us. The second moment, same thing. We score to finally be up. We're up by 7. And we kick it deep, and we strip, and we recover the fumble, and then we score there. Gets us up by 2 scores.
Of course, special teams weren't the only reason the Chaparrals won 28-15. The offense made plays when it counted. Here's what starting quarterback Brooks Blunt and wide receiver Miles McCaffrey said about the win.
I feel like we really played our best game as an offense as a whole. O-line was blocking, receivers were getting open, running backs were running hard. I feel like it was just the beginning.
That's awesome. I'm also here with Miles McCaffrey. Miles, how did it feel to catch that touchdown in the back of the end zone from Brooks off a play that wasn't supposed to work out the way it did?
It was pretty exciting. I just saw the ball in there, and I was like, let's go get it. Needed a big moment to get the lead back from them, and it was just a real thrilling moment for us.
That's awesome. Brooks, real quick, when you saw Miles was covered up originally, what were you thinking?
At first, I was just trying to get rid of it, and then I saw him get open, and the DB wasn't looking, so I threw it up to him and gave him a chance.
That's awesome. Thank you very much. The defense did their job as they always do, shutting out the Bulldogs in the second half after only giving up 15 points. Here's what the defensive back Jalen Houston and defensive lineman Mayo Bola said about that.
When I had picked up the ball, definitely when how the score was looking and what momentum we had, I felt like that provided a boost for sure. And I just knew a feeling that we were going to win, come out with a W.
For sure. Yeah. And you guys ended up shutting out their offense in the second half. How did that feel?
Hey, we the number one defense in the nation for a reason. That's all I'm gonna say.
Number
one team, number one defense in the nation. We've been doing this all year, and it's nothing new.
I got you. How about that tackle though? You think it was a horse collar?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
that's the only reason why he caught me, bro.
Nah, he caught your man.
That's the only reason why he caught me.
He tree stumped your man.
Look at the film. You can look at the film before my jersey. Now, if I had a medium-sized jersey, that would never happen.
D-line always come out on top, as usual.
I got you. Could you feel momentum shift after the fumble recovery and all the turnovers they had on offense?
Man, I knew from the get-go it was going to be a long game for them, you feel me? So I wasn't really surprised, but we did our thing, though, at the end of the day.
I got you. All right, thank you. This all could not have been possible if it weren't for first-year head coach Matthew Ron, who is, along with the rest of his staff, focused on what's next. Assistant coach, offensive coordinator, and quarterbacks coach Joe Furco reflects on the game.
The potential that we've been preaching all year, the fruits of the labor are being answered in terms of the guys are seeing the results now, and as they come together and hit our stride. In terms of building, we had a really probably our best week of practice last week. In turn, we had our best offensive performance, maybe not on the scoreboard, but against a top opponent like that. Focus for this week is we needed to put together another really good week of practice so that we can duplicate that sort of a game.
Speaking of this week, stakes are high. We are ranked first in the nation right now. What are the consequences of winning or losing this game?
Obviously, they're big. The obvious one is if we win, it seems like we'd be set up to be in the national championship. I think the one that guys maybe don't realize is that if and when we win, the recruiting implications it has on them. It's 2 more weeks of practice in front of a lot of college coaches who would be walking through and watching our guys practice. it's a great opportunity for them to get recruited. If they're not being recruited by certain teams, they could be put on somebody's radar just by having a good practice in front of one of those coaches.
The Chaparrals continue their chase for the national championship as they have a rematch with their Week 1 opponent, the Ellsworth Community College Panthers, this Friday under the lights at 7 p.m. We hope to see you there, or should I say, I hope you see me there, since I'll be on the field. Go Chaps!